Is this thing on? Okay. Hello everyone. Welcome to another installment of my video blog, my vlog. Thank you guys for being patient. First off, I realize it's been a couple of weeks since I have recorded last. I've had a lot of things going on. I did a pageant. I had a dear family member die. Just been really busy with life, and yeah. So thank you for being patient. So for you first timers, welcome once more. What I like to do is just talk about whatever's on my mind, and just get some things off my chest. All right. Well, usually I take notes when I do these, and I have really tried to find time to talk to you guys, and so I'm not really prepared for it. But in light of some recent events, I have learned a lot in the past several weeks, and one of the things that I have learned is that you can't take friendships for granted, and you must know that when you have a good friendship, a good friend, you're going to have ups and downs. You know, nothing is ever good all the time. You know, it goes back to, you know, right and left, up and down, yin and yang. You can't have good without bad, because if you don't have bad, how do you know what's good? Okay, and vice versa. So I've learned to never how am I going to say it? How do I put this? Never expect, or always expect the unexpected. You never know what's going to happen in this life, and you should trust yourself. Trust yourself to know that you know what's right for you, and you know what is what's going on in your world. Indeed. All right. This hair. Let's see. Okay. Anyway, the next thing that I learned was at my Uncle Terry. His name was Terry Lynn Thomas, and he died last Thursday, I believe, or whenever it was. It all blurs together. It doesn't matter. I wasn't very close to him. He was the second. This is on my mother's side of the family. He is my second uncle and her oldest living brother. She has a older brother, or had an older brother, but he passed away, I think, before I was even born. I'm not sure. I can't remember. Doesn't matter. This one, though, was, I like to call him Matt Granddaddy, because he just had a certain swagger about him, and I used to cut his hair for him and shave him up, and yeah, he was a cool dude. He lived out in the country in Limestone, Tennessee. He had a farm for a little bit, raised chickens and such, and he would always come by to see his mother, my grandmother, who we call Nanny. Her name was Bertha, and that's who me and my brother used to live with. That's who we were raised by, and my mother and my auntie. And he would come by every now and again, and I don't know, he was just a super cool guy, you know. I don't know. just real cool guy, and I didn't realize how much I was gonna miss him until I got there to the wake or the funeral, and realized that he's gone. You know, since he was, just kind of in and out. I would see him every now and again when he would stop by the house, especially when I lived with my aunt Sheila. He would stop in and see her or whatever, want a haircut. And I'm going to miss him. I'm going to miss seeing him and trying to figure out what he's saying and talking about. And schooling him on how to work phones, work a cell phone. And but anyway, the one thing that I got from the whole situation and what the preacher was talking about, who did his eulogy, one of the things he says, he talked about the past and how the past is the past. What has happened has happened. Let's talk about the future, because even 2 minutes from now is the future. What am I going to do then? What I've done is already done. There ain't shit you can do about it. Let it go. And he talked about just walking with God and letting him handle things. And if you don't believe in God and that kind of thing, or you're not very spiritual, which I'm not that spiritual of a person, religious rather. I'm very spiritual, but not necessarily religious. What you can take from that is, just let all that go. Let that energy. That's my thing. I love to let things go. I love the delete button and remove button. Those are lovely things to have and to use, and people, I think, don't let them don't use that often enough. People, God will never, the universe, God, whoever, will never put more on you than you can handle. And if you think about it, it's so true. If you think about, let's say for example, you've had a hard time, and no, here's a better one. On the way back from the funeral, we got into town. My dear friend Chad and I got into town, and it came this monsoon hellacious rainstorm. I'm talking like sheets that look like comfortable. I mean, just sheets and sheets of rain. And the only thing that I can think of right then and there was, I have to get to the club. I have to get to the club. I have to get to work. I'm going to get wet. I got to go in here and do this and do that, and I don't know how I'm going to get through it. And I panicked about it, and what I didn't realize, or what I wasn't thinking about in making this big scene, was that it's not going to last forever. And in fact, when we did get back into the truck and got to the club, it wasn't raining or doing anything on that side of town. We had drove past it and drove through it, and we got through it. And and I felt like such an idiot, because it was just this horrible thing. And then afterwards, the show that night was so amazing. The energy was crazy, and the crowd, they loved it, and it was just such a wonderful ending to really what turned out to be a glorious day. Even though it was a funeral, the pastor said some wonderful things that hit home, and I got to see some family that I haven't seen in a while. And of course I got to see my parents, and so the point of that was to just let things go, just delete it. He He won't give you things that you can't handle. And and if you think about things like that, you thought, wow, how am I going to get through that? And then, when you're thinking about it, a couple of weeks later or a couple of days later, and it's like, wow, I'm alive, I'm here, you know? Or like, God, I wish I had money. I wish I had some money to buy it. And then, you were able to buy what you needed to buy the next week or, whenever it was. You can handle it. Just keep your head, keep calm, keep the faith, and you can do anything you want to do. So, yeah. I think that's the point of my blog this week. Or this time. I don't know if I can commit to doing it weekly. I want to. It's just finding time. Got a busy schedule. Got some great things coming up. Of course, at the recorded date of this, which is May 8th. I'm looking at my calendar right now. May 8th. 1 month from my birthday, which is June 8th. For those who are mildly stupid and didn't get that. A month away, I will be 35 years old, and thank God black don't crack, because I sure as hell don't look it, do I? Anyway, I got some good things coming up, and of course, I'm a huge Prince fan, and we're going to do some things for his birthday, which is on the 7th, June 7th. And just some more events coming up at the club, and I got some photo shoots coming up, and get ready for some more pageants, and just living life. And throughout all the little petty drama and stuff that has come my way, overall, and I do mean overall, over 95%, I'm in such a wonderful place and would not trade this time for anything. And part of that is because of my past and what has happened to me, what I have gotten from it, what I've learned from it, and the things and people that I have let go. And once you do that, and once you realize that it's not worth your energy to waste on such stupid things, you'll start to feel better. And it's such a wonderful feeling when you can concentrate on the things that make you happy, and achieve and work on goals, and spending time with your loved ones. So yeah, just work on it, and you can't, this doesn't happen overnight, and Oprah will tell you that. Anybody that is in that kind of position like that, this stuff doesn't happen overnight. It's easy to say, let it go. It might take you a while to get over it. It might take you, it could be a month, a day, a month, a year, but just as long as you're putting forth the effort to letting go of things that aren't good for you. And because man, when you do that, it is smooth sailing. It is so much better in the light, trust me, so much better. Alright kids, well, it is getting late, and it's not really late, but I had to do this before the show, so I've got to finish packing up, and I will see you guys soon. Yeah, so have a blessed day, have a blessed life, and I love you. And if you don't love anyone else, you need to love yourself, okay? Because what? Not to quote RuPaul, but you gotta love yourself, because how in the hell are you gonna love somebody else? Amen. All right. So, peace out.